Okay, hello everyone. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Uh, Anxious here. I haven't done that in so long now. Holy hell. Um, we're gonna talk about don't blame men for everything. You don't do that. It. Okay, first tweet. They came on 9 minutes ago. Jeez, how the fuck? Men will lose their stuff and like blame you like you're supposed to guard it. Like guard it with your life, bye boy. I think she's saying. Let me see. Sorry, if someone also tweeted at her. No, she had no one talking to her because she has no man. She's always alone, and yet again, she's blaming her man for not protecting his shit. Like, goddamn. Then this guy, which he's adding helpful, he says, don't blame men like the things women decide to keep buying ridiculous prices. Yeah, that's true. Buy ridiculous things at like thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, even like up there. I don't see that as you don't love the man. I see it as you don't buy ridiculous things because you can do whatever you want. Society lets you do whatever you want. But if a man does it, then we're evil for it. That's ridiculous. I hate that shit. Like double standards. Blue collar meme. Thank you. Unrealistic stations of the person people think someone outside the castle, and affecting social media. That's true. These people on Twitter will affect the outcome of whatever comes out. I hate this shit. Then someone literally tweeted, "I don't blame," saying, "All king wait, all the king's horses, all the kings are men." That's true. Men are kings. And yeah, you don't blame us for it. And in various different parts of the world, depends on how you look at it. But I'm looking at this. God, let me go drink a quick. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Look at rate of men going to prison. All these different things. Trust me. I'll pause it very quick and look it up. Yeah, I'll take like a minute or so. So yeah, who who is likely to fail in school by gender? I looked that up, and obviously it says boys don't try. Why do many male students fail voting back in school? This is kind of a hard one. This came out like in 2019. The norm for teachers and students, the boys, we hear that the misogyny or and stuff like that. The boys fun school receiving academic. Yet again, this is like all around it. This year again, girls outperformed boys in the performance, yada yada. Higher paper score papers, H1 grade overall. The criticisms, obviously, the critics. We seen a shift in the gender gap over less than decades, where most students who 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 went to university, the female students who likely to the gap of domestically saying it's not huge, and I could say yes or no, but that's either or. Then I looked up the prison rate by gender because people don't know about this, and I think some people do. Poor Man podcast talked about this, and it's interesting what he said. I'm taking some ideas from him, but I like his videos. Okay, by gender, male and female, numbers of inmates. For women, it is only 1100,000, or no, 11,000. 11,036 just for women. For men, it is literally 100,000 sorry, one 146,169 for men, and much higher for men, obviously. For the number of inmates or the percentage of inmates, 7.0% of women, and for men, kind of the biggest number. What do you expect? 93.0% for men. We get incarcerated to prison higher than women do because it's false allegations. It's all these other things. We're blamed for sexual assault. We're blamed for this and that, but there's no evidence around it. It's stupid, isn't it? Of how it's higher for men because we're blamed for so many fucking things that we didn't do. Some men do deserve what they do. Yet again, a lot of men didn't do anything, and yet again, they're blamed for it. And they still go to prison. And while these women who touch little boys have tapes of them everywhere, and they blame men still. I don't get that statement. I really don't. Like this whole entire thing of how men rule the world. Yes, kind of, but yet again, that was our kings in the olden times. That was our reasonings. We had control of the world. We made our own countries. We made our own people. We made who we are. And this whole pronoun thing, changing gender shit. I don't know what Putin's doing. I don't like everything they do in Russia because it's still a communist country. What do you expect? I don't want to talk about that much, but he at least said he said mothers are mothers and papas are papas, obviously. And yet again, he could keep the tradition in Russia. At which we had that here in the United States, where yes, we have freedom here, but yet again, being put to the boundaries that men are being blamed for it. Yes, obviously men will be president. We know what we're doing, and yet again, people on Twitter are blaming men for little things. Obviously, for being called a racist, a sexist, a misogynist. I don't like these things because you're blaming something on us that we didn't do shit for. We're trying to have a better fucking life. We're trying to sit here, learn, study, get out of school. That's all we're trying to do. And yet again, that's all we're just really trying to do right now. We're just trying to get out of our shitty lives. And yet again, don't blame men for your own issues. You gotta fix your own goddamn issues. On Freshman Fit, Samuel, he caught out some OnlyFans girls, but he didn't call. But he said they're doing their business. But he said, show me the numbers that you have of men and women and stuff like that. And one of them was like, no, I'm not gonna show you anything. That was obvious that she's fucking lying about what she has for her numbers. And that's her mentality of, oh, you need to have this in your you need to have this in your Instagram, your fucking Twitter, your Facebook, or your TikTok. I don't care about that shit. And you're blaming men for what you have done. Let's say you let's and this is gonna be roaring in men. Let's say there was an MMA fighter. He put his hand around a woman. Here, let me show an example. Let's say this is a woman. He put her hand around her, like touching her, obviously. And pretty much later that day, or I think later on, he was, and pretty much later on, she said Chile said he said this to me for putting her hand around you. Yet again, in the next fight he had, she was there. She tried to ruin his career, and what he did was the counterweight. He put him around like this far, not even touching her. Well, so yeah, man, of how this whole mentality of women are these soft little devils or angels. They're either or. They could be in between, but yet again, this whole mentality of women are fine doing everything, but if a man does it, we're evil for it. I don't get that shit. So yeah. Like and describe. Like I said before in the beginning of the video. So yeah.